How does that work in the U.S., Twitch? Kind of walk through the audience on how the schooling and the system works for these young kids now that are coming up in the game, that are turning pro at 15, 16, 17, or getting on a team at that level. Like, what happens at school? What's happening right now?
Well, I feel like a lot of the kids, like they all start doing like the on-track series, like the homeschool stuff. But I feel like the one thing that, I don't know, I have never done it. I know some kids that have done it, but I feel like a lot of these kids lose their personality or their people skills when they're doing homeschool and it's just them and their parents all the time. It's like you're in like this little bubble and then you're on the motocross track. It's like, I feel like when you're a kid that small, like you still need like your friends, like BMX bikes, like whatever it is, like going to school and like hanging out. Where I feel like some of these kids now, it's just their parents are just pushing motocross. But it's like there's actually a low percentage of people that actually can make a living at riding dirt bikes. It's like, yeah, you may be a phenomenal kid at 7, but what happens after you've broken all your bones and ACLs and then you don't even want to ride no more? But like, I feel like a lot of these parents are living through their kids, and you can see the kids that actually want to go and do it. And then you can see the kids whose parents are, their heart's more in it than the child is, you know? It's a sad thing, but it's like, it is what it is. I guess you're going to do whatever you can for your kid to give them whatever they want. But sometimes it's like, you should probably listen to your kid of what your kid actually wants.
Like, for example, in 2020, right? Rookie of the year. That's when you, so. Like you become this like more notable rider, right? Everybody obviously knows you're about to do damage. You get the accolades you need. Does that focus then going into the next year cause you more pressure, or does it give you more edge to feel like, how does your mindset work?
Yeah, I mean, to have that Rookie of the Year was cool. But it's like nothing to do with my personal pressure. And also, I feel the personal pressure, I feel like differently than other people. Like I, you know, when you have a faster rider or a rivalry like around you, people get nervous about that. But for me, more like I get nervous about, like I have to perform at my 100%, you know. It's like I don't have time to think about other riders. It's like, if I don't, like, first thing, if you don't perform it, you're not gonna do well. So my pressure has been like, okay, like how do I like bring myself, you know, 100% into these races? That's the pressure to me. So there's multiple times like there's a lot of people been asking me like why what makes you nervous, but I just always say the same answer.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. I mean, and to talk about that, Twitch, because you actually bring a good point, like these characters, the personalities, like the ability for these racers at the young age to have their own kind of persona. We see in like X Games and freestyle, it was all about persona. Your style is kind of what made you on the bike, but then off the bike, everybody knew who you were. Do you feel like Supercross and Motocross has that right now, though? Yeah,
I feel like Motocross. I feel like Supercross is thriving. Like you can see it from the ticket sales. Like you see Moto everywhere, and everyone's going. And